Rest in the world. Even when our Lions are losing miserably, it seems a lot of people can call on a higher power for help. So this week in our Detroit 2020 segments, Carolyn Clifford is exploring faith and what it means to Metro Detroiters in this time of need. Carolyn?
Well, Diana, it used to be the church, no matter what your faith or religion, Catholic, Baptist, Lutheran, or any other, was a place to go on Sunday or Saturday for worship services. But today, the church has evolved into much more than just a place of worship. Today, it's filling critical voids in the city of Detroit.
Come on, put your hands together if you're happy.
Mega churches, as they're often referred to, are more popular than ever, with congregations numbering in the thousands. The music.
Men have to be taught how to be men.
The sermons, then the performances give Broadway theater a run for their money. The list of influential church leaders in Detroit reads like a star-studded who's who of ministry. Dr. Charles Adams of Hartford Memorial Baptist Church, Bishop Edgar Van of Second Ebenezer, Straight Gate with Bishop Andrew Merritt, and Greater Grace Temple with Bishop Charles H. Ellis III. Far too many to highlight them all. But tonight, we are focusing on another mega church that has become a beacon of light when the national spotlight falls on Detroit. Greater Grace Temple with Bishop Charles Ellis III, who leads the Detroit Works Project and was even spotlighted in last night's State of the City address with Mayor Dave Bing. 13-year-old Juwan Nelson shovels the snow in front of his home. A home he wouldn't have without the help of Bishop Charles H. Ellis of Greater Grace Temple. Juwan and his mom, Lori, fell on hard times, like so many Detroiters. What would you have done without Greater Grace? Where would you be?
I would be homeless. Homeless.
Lori, who is 41, shares this 3-bedroom home, rent and utility-free, with her son and her roommate, Mia Jordan. Yeah. She, too, almost found herself on the street.
When they talk about churches, they put them down and say they're corrupt, they take your money, they do this, they do that. But Greater Grace, they open arms and, you know, they love us and they give back to us. They don't just take from us. They actually instill in the community and give back.
Greater Grace is a beacon of hope to its congregation and the community it helps. This show place sits on 19 acres on 7 Mile Road with banquet facilities. And it plays host to high-profile events from the Rosa Parks funeral to memorials for fallen police officers. The sanctuary seats 4,000 people. You look out at a church this size, you feel like you know everybody, you can touch everybody.
You have to be here. And again, I don't preach here and teach here, I work here. So I'm here every day. We need this place cranking all week long, and that's what it does. Hi, man.
And there's plenty of work to be done with a daycare center, 2 church-sponsored charter schools, and Ellis Manor that houses 89 seniors. Things Bishop Ellis's dad started in the 70s, and he's expanded to another level, including an annual back-to-school festival with free immunizations and dental care.
Not just passing out school supplies, but cutting hair. So now kids can not only go to school equipped, but you can go to school with a presentation that says, I'm dressing for success.
Do people ever target you and say, you're too big, you make too much money?
My salary is public. My parishioners know what I make. So when they see things on the internet and gossip columns that Bishop Ellis makes $3 million a year, they know he makes $100,000.
Bishop Ellis is an accountant by trade and knows the impact of the almighty dollar on a community. But he's quick to point out, turning around Detroit and this southeast region will take more than faith alone.
We have to unite, not just churches, but politicians. Not just politicians, but the business community. And if you're not acting at the end of the day, then you're just talking loud and ain't saying nothing.
These churches certainly do a lot in our community. I mean, a little bit of everything.
I love what he said. You're just talking loud.
Hey, and nobody's listening.
Nobody's listening.
Unless you're working. Coming up next on Action News this